Happy Thursday, December 8th, 2022. It's Chris and Mark with the NWA Exchange Podcast. The only podcast you need to watch to know everything about Bella Vista and beyond. It's been a week. We're almost done. Let's get into it. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, man. Friday is here. It has been it's been a week, a long week. It's been a long 2 weeks, I guess, because we've been doing these lives, for 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah, we were on a pretty good run leading up to the election. So,
Yeah.
I just can't believe, I just can't believe that this stuff continually is out in the web, man. The propaganda.
Yeah.
More and more of it. It just
doesn't stop, man.
no. It just keeps on going on, and there's no. It doesn't seem like there's any end.
Yeah. Well, we're going to cover some of that. So just for our viewers' information, we are going live tonight with our regularly scheduled Friday format. I totally spaced it out, Mark. I had it on the calendar, but I spaced it out due to the just everything that was going on with the election. Our NWA Exchange Christmas party is happening tomorrow, and I rented us a VRBO on Isla Lane, so that we can really party it up and whoop and leave unattended bonfires and cut down people's trees and take peas in people's yards. And that will be happening tomorrow night over on Isla Lane. And I think, we're just going to invite all of Bella Vista to that. I'm being facetious right now, y'all. So,
everybody shows up.
Yeah. No, we're going to take Friday and we're going to kind of regroup. And so we're going to do our regularly scheduled show tonight. And then we'll be back sometime over the weekend for the shorties. We want to continue to help people stay engaged with all the activities that are going on in the city. So our frequency will, it won't be as much during the election, but we will, be popping in with these 8:30, 8 o'clock pop-ups regularly from now on, just to help people stay informed on specific topics. And it reduces the overall time that we have to spend on our Friday show. So that being said, tell me what's going on this weekend, sir.
All right, buddy. We have December 10th, man. The Bentonville Christmas Parade is taking place. So it starts at 6 o'clock p.m. So it should be a good time. Get the family, friends out there. Enjoy yourselves. If you haven't been down there yet, you got to check it out. So.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job with the parade out there every year, man. It's a fun time. It's really good. Probably one of the best ways to get into the Christmas spirit. It will be crowded.
After this election, Chris, I mean, the funk that everybody's in, this brings you out of it and gets you back into the spirit and just enjoy yourself. So
exactly. What else you got, buddy?
December 12th, Chris, the City Council work session, 5:30 p.m. Yep. And then followed by the 19th, the regular council meeting at 6:30 p.m. Again, we have to stay on top of these meetings and because it's coming, man.
They'll catch you sleeping, man, and they will wiggle something in, dude.
They will gut you like a fish, man.
Yeah, probably, man. I know they.
When you turn around and get your 3 minutes done, they'll just stick you, man.
Yeah. That's why it's important to stay engaged and take an active role in local topics and stay abreast of what the city council is up to.
And whatever you do, don't turn away from the podium while you're talking, man.
Oh,
you'll be verbally reprimanded, and you'll lose a minute of your time.
Well, it depends. It depends on how frequent you do it, right? You're supposed to address them and not the community because they don't want somebody, garnering support from people in the back of the room when they're, on fire, spitting truth.
God forbid that would happen, right?
I know, right?
All right. So we had the Library Express, December 17th from 1 to 3 p.m. Over in the library there in Bella Vista. Kids will be treated to songs, stories, crafts. There'll be hot chocolate. There'll be jolly special guest reader That might
I
be
wonder who that is.
Pete Christie.
You think,
no, I'll be
you think
gone by
it's
then,
you think
I'm
it's
sorry.
Santa Claus? It might be Santa Claus. Might be the guest reader. I don't know.
No, I don't know who it is. But
Shout out to the Bella
children,
Vista Library. They do a great job.
yeah, they do. Children are welcome to come in their jammies, holiday jammies, to take a picture with a special guest. Hell, I see adults in their jammies in the middle of the afternoon, man, at some
I
stores.
thought that's what yoga pants were, was jammies, man. I mean, it's
don't
just
know.
basically become a standard attire for adults out in the general public these days.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the best invention anybody's ever made, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It depends, right?
It
I don't
depends,
get
yes,
into
for
any more
sure.
detail
Especially if
on
they're
that.
wearing Depends, man. It depends.
Oh man. So just a reminder, city offices are closed Friday, December 23rd, and Monday, December 26th.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get in the real bread and butter here, man. The $10 cost plus.
That's right.
Trying to create value for people out there, man.
Save
I
some
mean,
money.
it's getting tough. It's getting tough out there. I mean, look at these deals this week, man. I want to support local, Chris, but when these prices come out like this, the local guys can't compete with this.
You
man.
just can't beat it, man.
No. I mean, I can't pay $11, $12 a pound for ribeyes locally. I just can't afford it, man. So
the pork butts are back too.
What's that?
The pork butts are back.
Oh yeah, man. Boneless whole and half ribeyes, $5.25 a pound, man. Grab some steaks out of it, save a roast, make a roast for Christmas or New Year's.
Yeah.
Boneless chicken breast, $1.15 a pound. Hell, I was out at Walmart today. It's $2.99 a pound.
Wow.
Is what they're charging for boneless chicken breast. And I don't know. They got the organic stuff over at Allen's. I think that was like $7.99 a pound. I don't know what it was. I'm crazy. I can't afford $7.99 a pound. But
it's bougie chicken right there, baby.
Whole pork butts, $1.10 a pound, man. 2-pack, you can't beat that. It's $3.23 a pound over at Walmart. I think is what it was for singles.
So
it's
that
crazy.
last 2-pack that you picked up, man, we're finishing up on that, man. That was like, we smoke them and then we shred them up, put them in the bag, toss them in the vacuum seal them, put them in the freezer. It's easy meal. It doesn't take that long to defrost and heat back up. And the pulled pork sandwiches in 15-20 minutes, man. It's great.
Yeah, you wonder why a lot of these stores and stuff have record profits, man. It's because of this. I mean, look at the prices, man. $1.10 a pound, man. There's other guys out there $2.99 a pound. They're making $1.80 a pound. That 2-pack that I got you was like about 20 pounds. So it would cost you another what, $40, $50?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. 73% ground beef, $1.85 a pound, man.
Yeah.
Get on out there, man. Rogers.
Yeah, they got good deals, man. And like I said, I've eaten I've eaten some of their products. It's actually good quality. I mean, you have to do a little bit of trimming on the pork butts, but that's with any pork butt.
Yeah.
But man, you trim that stuff up, it's good to go, man, and you save a boatload of money. I love what this store is doing.
Yeah, and I'm a meat eater, man, and you put some of that in your freezer, man. It's not getting any easier out there, man. Yeah. So you gotta load up, man.
So the other item, I don't know if you had it on our agenda, but it was join us to wish Mayor Peter Christie a happy retirement. That's right, Peter Christie is leaving his office at the
oh my God,
Bella Vista City Hall, and
so he's going to be officially out of there by the 16th.
I don't think he's out by the 16th. I think he will have one more meeting, and then in January the new leadership swearing and all that happens. So and that also goes for the city council members as well, right? They'll be sworn in, and then at that point, I think the rules go into play where people have to those city councilors, they can't talk to each other unless they do a media notification, other than the city council work sessions or the regular city council sessions.
Even if they run into each other at the coffee shop.
I think it'd just be like, "Hi, Bob. Hi, Phil."
Who are
okay,
they fooling? You think I'm believing half that crap?
I mean, they operate in the highest moral character, dude. They do. All right.
There's a handful of guys on there that will probably abide by that, but the rest are just will just do whatever they want and pretend like they give a crap. We already know that.
Yeah. So I have a recommendation for retirement gifts for Peter Christie. If Peter Christie has ever, provided you with non-service like he has the east side of Bella Vista during the Stump Dump, there's a great service out here on the internet, and it's perfectly set up for retirement gifts, for people of his stature. And I just want to make everybody aware of this. Okay, so this is, it's a website, and you can order, and they anonymously ship the present to the person, or you can have it. You can put a nice little custom card in there, and it's called Ship a Bag of Dicks. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. They have almost every type of. They got gummy dicks. They got chocolate dicks. You can get somebody a nice retirement gift. This is my recommendation. I will probably be, shipping one of these. Maybe, I don't know. I prefer the gummy bear style. I love gummy bears also. But they have chocolate and all other things. So this would be my recommended.
That's a legit website.
Yeah,
man,
it is, man. And who doesn't like gummy candy, right? So being what happened to over here in our neck of the woods and the lack of leadership and stuff like this, this is what I would recommend for a for a retirement present for him.
Oh man.
All right, man. That's right. Shipabagofdicks.com.
You can come up with stuff like that.
I'm sorry, man. Obviously people know I really just don't care about this, man. Right? This is like, a good day whenever, I see retirement for him.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Well, to our new viewers, yes, we have a very strong opinions over here, but we'd appreciate you giving us a like, share, and a subscribe. Tell a friend about the show. It's not always, that pointed, but I have to get my punches in whenever I can.
So Yurik says we're having some screen drops here.
Are we? Wow, that doesn't shock me at all, right? You were having problems with the Facebook. I saw the feed drop out on my end. Weird. I will go ahead and kill that on this side and just see what happens. It just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, but yeah, we're froze up over there. Wow, that's weird. Weird. Should we kick on over to the alternate provider and come back? I am recording this, or we could just re-upload.
Flip it over to the other internet provider, and we'll go from there.
All right. Y'all, we will be back in about 2 minutes. I'm going to flip over to a different ISP. We will be back momentarily, and we'll continue. Stand Up for Preservation in the Weekly Vista that came out yesterday on the 7th. This says, to the editor, this is a call for every resident of Bella Vista to take action to preserve our neighborhoods. First, contact city council members, all 6 of them, and implore them to skip the second reading and adopt a consensus ordinance on short-term rentals at the December 19th city council meeting. Second, attend the December 12th city council working session and the December 19th city council meeting. This is what I was talking about, Mark, where I think that they're going to try to suspend the rules and ram this thing home, right?
Right.
And even this person that's writing to the Weekly Vista is imploring people to have them do that, right? To reach out to all 6 of them and implore them to skip the second reading and adopt a consensus order on short-term rentals at the December 19th City Council meeting. It's time for Bella Vista residents to take a stand to safeguard our homes and our neighborhoods against outside investors who are destroying our community one short-term rental at a time. If you aren't impacted today, just wait, you will be. We experience it firsthand and can assure you your quality of life will take a nosedive the day your next door neighbor becomes a motel listed on booking venues like Airbnb and VRBO. And guess what? Nobody is directly accountable for the harm done to you and or your property. Personal peace is a thing of the past for those of us who have been forced to live with transient, focused businesses popping up where we once had neighbors. On a daily basis, residents are describing party groups of 10 to 20 people whooping it up at all hours, drunk guests urinating in our yards, groups of party people taking, what is a party people? Hey, party people! Groups of party people taking over our docks, STR owners cutting down our trees, roads blocked by 4, 6, 8 cars literally parked in the street, streams of people traversing our yards to use our private access to the lakes, and STR guests stink eyeing and or staring us down when we dare to use our own backyard. Transient men wolf whistling at our teenage daughters, and my personal favorite, open bonfires left unattended. Councilman Doug Fowler listened to the residents. He researched the issues, studied how other cities have addressed this industry, and presented an ordinance on STRs to get the ball rolling. Since then, he has been demonized, labeled, verbally attacked by non-resident STR owners, and even a couple of his council colleagues. He has been steadfast in his efforts to support Bella Vista residents and safeguard our neighborhoods. Doug has demonstrated amazing courage in the face of unprecedented attacks. In November, John Flynn and Larry Wilms joined him in support of a consensus ordinance to protect the community from STR abuse and limit their growth in our city. Now it's time for Bella Vista residents to stand with them and demand our safety, security, and quality of life take priority over the business investors who are only focused on profits. Please stand with us, James and Abby Foster, Bella Vista. That name sounds familiar, doesn't it? Stranger Danger Abby.
Yeah, it does.
Right? Now,
Stranger Danger.
I took a moment to peruse a couple of websites, and I didn't find any VRBOs listed on Isla Lane. And these people, their home directly backs up to the lake. So if I pull up over here on GIS, we've got a plot, here. All this is public information. So, you're going to open your mouth and say things such as people cutting down your trees and peeing in your yard, blocking the whole street with 4 to 6 cars. It implores me to look up where the heck you live, because it may be near me. But I didn't find any homes listed. I did find homes listed across the lake from them, but I didn't find anything on Isla Lane. So the closest one that I could find is on Ibis. And what was the reported stuff that was happening again, Mark? Party groups of 10 to 20 people whooping it up all hours of the night, right? All hours of the night? Don't we have a noise ordinance? Drunk guests urinating in our yards? That's against the law. In some instances, it's a sexual offense, right?
Right.
Groups of party people taking over our docks. Well, that's trespassing, brother. STR owners cutting down trees. Well, I can remember a news story where Jim Parsons basically was made a criminal for cutting down somebody else's tree. So again, that's a civil legal issue that needs to be addressed. Roads blocked by 4, 6, 8 cars.
I'm not sure I understand that, but if they own the property, Chris, the STR, then they can cut down as many trees if it's on their property. What does that mean? STR owners cutting, are they running down the street and stopping at someone's house and cutting their oak tree out front? I mean, it's craziness.
Yeah, I don't get it. Dude, if I have a tree that I want to cut down, I'm going to cut it down. There ain't a damn thing you can do. That's my property. Right?
Right. So I'd like to know what properties are being cut down. I mean, you're entitled to do that. If there's an issue you have in your house, you want to cut down all the trees on your property, you're entitled to do that.
Streams of people traversing our yards to use our private access to the lakes. Really? That's trespassing once again, buddy. Why aren't you contacting the police about these issues?
Right.
If there's a city council member that catches wind of this, I really want somebody in the city council to go to the police department and ask for instances, documented instances where this has taken place. Because again, this sounds like BS conjecture, right? STR guests stink eyeing. I think somebody's a little paranoid because they're batshit crazy.
Right. Yeah, I read that. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Transient men wolf whistling at our teenage daughters. I don't know about you, but whenever I go to stay at a VRBO with my wife and my kid, that's what I'm really into is like catcalling teenagers and the, you know.
I mean,
No,
it's just I can't even believe that's written like that. I mean, it's just
open
mind-boggling.
bonfires left unattended, but yet well, you know what? When people bring it up to the city council about builders leaving stumps burning on a property or a lot they're clearing, Mark,
Right.
not a problem, right?
Right.
Okay. I don't even want to get into the Councilman Doug Fowler stuff, but I feel I have to because, you know, he's been verbally attacked. He chose the job, buddy, and he bullies
Yeah.
people. Do we need to roll the footage? Do we need to roll that
I
beautiful
guess, 'cause
bean footage, man?
people continue to forget, obviously, you know,
Yeah.
we're being put in a box, man. People got to start waking up and listening to how these people act and understand we're just not making up stuff like this
Yeah.
list of nonsense I'm looking at right now.
Unprofessional behavior needs to be called out. If you look at that he's been verbally attacked because he has very unprofessional behavior, he bullies people, he talks down to other council members and residents.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, let's roll it.
Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error.
Oh yeah, that's me berating him.
I'm going to introduce what I'm going to introduce, okay?
Okay.
That's it.
I'm just, okay.
You can
I hear you, I
go
hear
whatever
you.
direction you want to go, Steve.
It's just
Okay, I'll go.
documented.
Knock yourself out.
Okay.
I mean, you seem to have the answer, so
You sound like a spoiled brat.
Let me make peace. Hang on.
Whoa.
In
You
good
don't
faith.
have.
All in good faith. It's your behavior tonight that I have a
My
problem.
behavior.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, that's enough.
About this, I was able to watch the working session, and I
Are you
was just
verbally
appalled,
attacking him?
about the conversation there. My personal opinion with that, it was so out of control, it was beyond belief. I think the STRs and the septic issue need to be moved to January when there's a new mayor in place. Okay, I think it's the best thing to do right now. Doug, you came completely unhinged. I mean, it was crazy.
Is he allowed to address me
You
specifically?
spent 50 minutes screaming at everybody. Nobody got any insight in. You have other individuals here that have input. It was uncalled for. It was
Good
completely
Lenny
uncalled
looking the
for.
other way. He
I
doesn't
know
care.
you
Lenny
mean
doesn't care
good,
either.
but the way you came off was ridiculous.
I'm actually the chair of the Bella Vista Advertising Promotion Commission, Discover Bella Vista. And oh, by the way, we're really,
Good for
really
you.
proud of our work. And we promote tourism to Bella Vista. That includes restaurants and STRs. But I try to be very accommodating to residents of this community and responsive. There's a group of short-term rental owners that will never, ever accept anything we do. But just to show up and blast somebody and throw a scud like that, I don't think it's appropriate. It's not anything I would ever do.
Build it that way, and then you'll have it that'll cover.
We're not debating it tonight, so
No, we're not.
this is
But
about
I'm just telling
tabling
you,
it, right?
you don't like what I'm doing, and because it's your baby, I can understand how hard you push it.
This is the residents of Bella Vista's baby, not mine. The only
What's
thing
he
I'll
talking
say
about?
is, you know what, people do your homework before you come in, and if you don't like the way it's written, have some recommendations when you come next time. And don't just keep kicking this can down the road. Have an opinion.
What? Well,
And good luck. You know, if everybody thinks you're going to get all these people like in a room and you're going to come to one agreement and everybody's going to, you know, you're going to see unicorns and rainbows and you're going to sing Kumbaya, it's not going to happen. You better have the police there, you know, because people are going to have words. Trust me.
I don't agree.
What?
I don't agree.
What?
Hey,
Is this guy?
You're out of order.
What'd you call me? Oh,
What'd you
good
call
grief,
me?
Give me a break.
Nathaniel.
Please remove him from the room.
Please.
But just to show up and blast somebody and throw a scud like that, I don't think it's appropriate. It's not anything I would ever do.
No, you just talk shit to everybody.
Campaign contributions to a mayoral candidate that is opposed to SDR regulation at all.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So if you want a fair and independent review, then I would suggest it be somebody that hadn't made campaign contributions to that candidate.
I
Of course, I don't have any idea who you're talking about because I haven't looked at who all has made campaign contributions to the.
Well, I have, so have a lot of other people.
So.
And you made a campaign contribution yourself, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, does that mean what?
It's interesting.
That I should be
I'm just saying.
What? That I should be
You're more or less
replaced?
taking a position. So
what?
You're more or less taking a position.
I'm taking.
With no regulation.
So would that be Councilman Fowler demonizing Councilman Snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I'm not. You're a mayor. You're a mayoral candidate.
Again, nobody else is speaking up. Everybody's just sitting there.
There's no procedure for a work session. You want to hear from somebody present.
Okay.
Nobody says anything. They just sit there and do
Well, I
nothing.
mean, I just think it's interesting how you're laying out a platform that you're inventing of mine. And so you've never talked to me about STRs. You keep telling me all these different things that I think and don't think.
Well, here's your
it's
opportunity.
very, very
Where do you
curious.
stand?
So,
This is your opportunity right now. Where do you stand?
well, that's not what this meeting's about.
Well, you're the
But
one that spoke up.
You were the one that spoke up because you said that you said that I was going to do absolutely nothing and was in favor of absolutely zero altogether, and then start throwing Jerry under the bus. And so that's not right, that's not fair, that's not honest, that is not my platform, that is not anything that I've ever said. So if you're going to put words in my mouth, you should at least be informed on what it is that I actually am saying. You accused me on video of things that I have never said or done. So get educated on the subject and we can talk about it.
Boy, this guy is just so, I mean, it's...
You can call them whatever you want. Those pesky residents that voted for us to fill these seats to represent them, that's where this started.
Now you want to talk about having a bias? How about your bias?
I don't have a bias.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, by golly, let's all think about that.
Hey,
for a minute.
so Jerry, here you go. Let's talk about it, okay?
Okay.
I'm the chairperson for the Advertising Promotion Commission for Bella Vista, right?
Boy, he's wearing that title like a... Oh, my gosh, dude. So, Abby, we get that, you feel bad for Doug because, you're a little out there and you want a problem addressed, but you're not actually using the resources within the city, such as the police, if people are actually trespassing on your property or peeing on your property. I find it hard to believe that this stuff is happening and nobody's contacted the police or the officials, right?
Oh, it's like the boy who cried wolf, man. I mean, you're at that point now. We have no documentation. What she's saying is even factual. We're reviewing this stuff, and it's just so whacked out. You can't even. It's just propaganda, man. Is all it is.
Yeah.
You're making statements with no factual information, no backup. Why would I even take the time to even try to believe that? It's nonsense. People, STR owners cutting down trees. That's so stupid. That's got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm not understanding this one bit, how this is a reoccurring issue on top of it, right? Like VRBO renters come out, maybe a week at a time, tops 2 weeks, tops. So if this is a reoccurring issue, I want to know what the heck's really going on with this property or the person. I mean, is this? I can't believe that this is happening in such a frequency. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
So obviously the person's embellishing the truth.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Got a comment from Ryan. He goes, "Yeah, it's weird. Turn the bit rate down a bit. We've got the bit rate down, man. I mean, like we're at the recommended for 720, and I'm not seeing any major drop frames, man. I mean, I'm seeing a few, but I don't know. Maybe uploads just getting killed or something. I don't know. Maybe people are fired up over this Brittany Griner getting traded for a arms dealer. I don't know. But, maybe the whole system's getting ready to implode. I don't know, man. But
yeah.
So Yeah, I agree with what she said though, and that is for people to show up to the work session and the regular city council meeting. Mark, are you planning on going to either of those?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there.
Be interesting to see how many people are actually there.
Yeah,
the
we'll see
new
what
excuse now is the cops were called, but they don't come. We don't know if this is true either because we pulled the number of reported incidents. Right. Yeah. If that's the case, then that needs to be corrected as well before we I mean, like these are solvable problems, you know, and that's one, having the services that we pay for actually do their jobs.
Well, if there's no documentation or police report, then it never happened. It's just that simple.
Exactly.
How do we prove it? You can't
There's a
prove
call
it.
there, you know, a call in. There should be a log where somebody called in, you know.
Right.
So yeah, everybody, Brittany Griner was released from Russian detention and prisoner swap for a convicted arms dealer. This is from CNN. So if anybody wants to accuse us of going out to right-leaning news, that could be further from the truth. She was released from Russian detention center. President Joe Biden said Thursday. Griner was released in a prisoner swap that involved a Russian arms dealer. Sounds like an awesome balanced trade right there, buddy.
Good trade.
Yeah.
You're trading a ribeye for a cheeseburger.
You're like, for a cheeseburger that was dropped on the ground and licked by your dog and half eaten, man. You know, so.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, it's just, that's a great trade, man. That's really, then you leave one of our,
are you tired of winning yet?
Marine.
Are you tired of winning? You know, are you tired of winning? I'm not tired of winning, man. I don't even know.
Insane to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, clown world, man. 401k hardships, withdrawals surge record high as inflation squeezes Americans. I have made it a point to not look at my retirement investment fund because I don't want to get depressed before the Christmas holiday.
Well, this is what concerns me. People can't keep up with their bills, man. Their heating bills, their food bills. I knew it was going to hit the wall eventually. Now their bank accounts have been depleted. The checking and savings is gone. Now we're dipping into the retirement. This is going to lead to issues decades from now.
Yeah,
decades from now. I mean, this is just destroying this country. It's just destroying the middle class.
Yeah,
essentially, it's just putting a hole in the middle class.
Yeah,
and nobody does anything. And meanwhile, every corporate company out there's got record earnings. You know.
So is it inflation or is it just basically gross theft, you know, and exploitation of the American people at this point?
I think it's both. I absolutely believe it's both. Well, why bring it down? You can always say, hey, it's inflation and throw another 20, 30% on top of it, right?
Yep.
I mean, you know, everybody's happy. The shareholders are happy, you know. Meanwhile, the little guy gets crushed. You know?
Yeah. Y'all, we do apologize about the stream quality tonight. I have not been able to figure out what is going on. So it's either something with the internet as a whole or these providers. And I will have to go down to Down Detector to see if these streaming platforms are having issues or not. The good news is I am recording this, and we will combine the two recordings into our one show. We will make it available on YouTube and Facebook after I combine those. So if you are just annoyed with the glitchiness of this, there will be a recorded version of this, so you guys can watch at a later date. And the last topic that we have, Mark, was this movie regarding Twitter and the suppression of Hunter Biden stories. I didn't even know that this movie had come out. Apparently, it came out back in September.
Nobody really said anything about it.
Yeah, I had no clue about it. But it's the name of the movie is called My Son Hunter. And I looked on Netflix, and I was not able to find it, but I did find a service called Soper TV, SOAPER.TV. And My Son Hunter is out there, and it is free to watch. You can just come
cool.
down here and you can play it on your mobile device or your, screencast it onto your television. But this is a 1 hour and 35 minute movie, and I fully intend on watching this to kind of get the perspective. But in this article, they state the new owner of Twitter has fired James Baker, one of its most senior lawyers. Musk has said he's been fired in light of concerns about Baker's possible role in suppression of information important to the public dialogue. And this relates to the Twitter files, internal files concerning Twitter's content moderation practices, including relating to the suppression of the stories regarding the laptop of Hunter Biden, son of U.S. President Joe Biden. Breitbart, they have basically saying that this documentary is pretty dang accurate. So I think that this is one that's probably well worth a watch. If you guys are interested, like I said, the website that you can watch this on is called Soper TV, and you could just search for My Son Hunter. So I believe, like I said, I will be watching that over the next couple of days, and then I will give you my thoughts.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out too, Chris. Maybe drop the link in the on the page too.
Yeah, we can do that. For sure. Might be worth the time to watch though. That being said, buddy, it's been a rough night with the technical issues, but we're gonna try to just charge through it. And again, we apologize, y'all. Some things are beyond our control. Even the backup internet is still sticking with the same problem. So I'm leaning to it might be the service providers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody's patience, like you said, and have a good night.
All right. We will catch you later. Bye-bye.
Take a stand, everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand, walk this road together.